Yo world, this is Jay, and today I am going to talk about why I love wrestling. As you can see, I'm a wrestling fan. I enjoy it very much. I have a whole bunch of wrestling related stuff. I'm not going to take down posters off my wall and stuff, but oh wait, I have a webcam. I can do this. See? Look. Pictures. AJ Styles, John Cena. You got Shinsuke. You got JR. You got Austin Aries, Baron Corbin, my best friend X-Pac. And over here, you got my title, some tickets, some more autographed pictures. See? So I am a huge wrestling fan. I go to every event that I possibly can. And one question I always get, always, why? Why, RJ? Why? Why do you watch wrestling? It's so fake. It's so dumb. It's like a soap opera for men. It's not even real. It's not even entertaining. Yada, yada, yada. And to all those people, I say, suck it. And this is why. So, I've been a wrestling fan for about like a little over 20 years, I think. 96, 97. So like, yeah, like 21, 22 years. When I started watching it, it was like, right before the time of like the Attitude Era and Stone Cold Steve Austin and the NWO and all that stuff, and it was like literally like right before, because I remember watching the Nitro after the Bash at the Beach that Hulk Hogan turned on Macho Man and joined the NWO, and it was like one of the craziest things to ever go down ever in wrestling history. So yeah, I've been watching. I think that was in '96. So yeah, I've been watching since then. Since '96. And I was watching WCW, and then I got into WWE, and WWE obviously took over, and they won what they called the Monday Night Wars, whatever. But this is why I like wrestling. One, it's not fake. It's scripted. There's a difference. I mean, sure, they're not trying to kill each other, but that doesn't mean when they get slammed on their back, it just doesn't hurt. Like if you think getting slammed on your back, no matter how you fall, just isn't gonna hurt, you're out of your mind. You're an idiot. Literally. Like, you're stupid. If you think, getting tossed around a ring, scripted or not, isn't gonna hurt, you're crazy. If you think those chops that they do to the chest, just do that. That kind of hurts. You know what I mean? Like, imagine that on bare flesh and like harder. Like, it's gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna hurt. And accidents happen all the time. People get hurt all the time in wrestling. They wrestle hurt all the time. Broken fingers, broken toes, shoulder issues, elbow issues, knee issues, head issues. Not so much head issues anymore, but like they work through pain and injuries all the time. So I don't see how anybody could say it's fake just because they're not trying to injure the other person, because that's how they provide for their families, and it's a team effort to make the show good. So if you injure somebody, you're injuring your own teammate. And let me ask you, what player in football would feel good about injuring their own teammate? I'll take a minute to let that sink in. All right. So, with that being said, that's one reason why I like wrestling. It's scripted. It's not fake. And actually, I remember my brother and sister, oh, it's so fake, it's so predetermined, they already know who's gonna win, like always trying to like ruin it for me, like big brothers and sisters do. Me and my sister are cool now, but once I realized it was like scripted and predetermined or whatever, I liked it even more, because I was like, okay, like now it makes sense that, this guy got blasted with a baseball bat and he's still able to walk around. Why this guy got bashed in the knee with a hammer and he could still, move around freely. Like, it made sense. And I was like, okay, like, all right. Like, it didn't even make me dislike it any less at all. Like, not even the smallest little bit less. Another reason why I like it is because they're real athletes. They're super athletic. And they pull off some crazy stuff sometimes. Like, crazy flips. Or, just like crazy feats of strength that, like, you wouldn't think is possible. And they're just crazy athletes, and they try their best to put on a good show for everybody, and I feel like they get so much flack from people for no reason, simply because they're a wrestler. They're not considered real athletes, or whatever. They're looked at more as like Broadway people or something, like just theatrical performers, which in a sense is also true, but they're athletes. And yeah, if you don't think they're athletes, then I don't know what to tell you. I mean, their training is on par with football. It's on par with everything. I mean, because most of them do a little bit of everything. A little cardio, a little strength, a little boxing, a little wrestling, a little jiu-jitsu, a little MMA, a little CrossFit, whatever. So many of them do, so much training and different stuff. And like, I bet you, a lot of them are just as quick as a football player. They're just as strong as football players or basketball players, if not stronger than some of them. You know what I mean? So, yeah, they're real athletes. Yeah, totally real. Another reason why I like it is the theatrics. It's not just two guys walk into a ring, beat each other up, and go home. There's like more to it than that. They try to tell a story in the ring. They have a storyline building up to it, so it is, in a sense, like a male soap opera, but that is completely okay with me. I was raised by a single mom who watched soap operas daily. So guess what? A male soap opera is A-okay with this guy. You know what I mean? It's A-okay with me. I really like the presentation. I like it all. I like that, there's drama involved. There's some funny moments. There's some sad moments. Like whenever somebody retires unexpectedly, like it's so sad. Or when you're, the underdog wins that match, like you're so happy, because you were invested into something. And, like, to us, the wrestling community, there's nothing like it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could go to a football event, you could go wherever, but like nothing is like a good live wrestling show or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not comparable, you know? I don't know. You know? So yeah, I really like the theatrics of it all. I love, you know, the different characters and, you know, the different gimmicks and stuff like that. One of my favorite gimmicks right now is the New Day. As I showed you their book before, the Book of Booty. They're awesome. You know, I just like the entertainment value, and I understand some people might not find it entertaining, but I think that's because they're too busy picking it apart, trying to make it not entertaining. You know what I mean? Like if people could just sit there and watch it for what it is, they'd enjoy it more. Like, you don't sit there and pick apart your favorite TV show like Law and Order, or, you know, kids don't sit there picking apart SpongeBob episodes like, oh, how could you have a fire under the ocean? Like, oh, that doesn't even make sense. No, it's a cartoon, so, like, whatever. You just let it happen, you know? Or Law and Order, it's just a TV show, so, like, you just let it happen. You know, or movies, you know, like these crazy race scenes and all these crazy explosions that people magically survive. Like, you know, any real person would die, but you don't pick that apart. Why? Because you're not an asshole. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't, you know, like, why would you pick something apart like that? I don't understand why people treat wrestling so different. Probably because, you know, oh, it is a sport, you know, they want to claim it's a sport, so let's, you know, pick it apart and yada yada yada, bada. You know, it's just like hate. It's just hate. Like, I don't even understand it. I don't even get it. Like, I never understood how people could just be that against, you know, that against it. It's like, oh, that's for kids. And it's like, well, a lot of stuff is for kids, but that doesn't mean an adult can't enjoy it. Like, I still watch SpongeBob. I still watch cartoons. I still watch, you know, Rugrats, or, you know, Kenan and Kel on the Splat at night. You know, like, I still watch stuff that would be considered childish. I don't watch Disney movies or nothing, but, you know, like, I don't know why, you know, adults can't enjoy a wrestling program. Why? I don't know. But, so yeah, I like it because of the theatrics. I like it because of, you know, the characters. I like it because of the action. The action. Oh my God. Sometimes, man, you'll see some stuff that'll blow your freaking mind. Like one time I was watching Lucha Underground, and this dude, Angelico, jumps off of the, you know, president's office of Lucha Underground, and it had to be, I don't even know, man, like 20 feet high, probably. And he jumped off of it across into the ring, and the ring had to be like 10 feet away. You know, and he jumped and he drop kicked somebody off of a ladder. And that was like one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Like, I was like, how could one, somebody jump that far? 2, how could they jump from that height? And 3, how could they hit a drop kick and fall and hit the ground with as much force as they did and still get up? Like, that's wild. Like, wild. You know, another time I saw, you know, John Cena get his nose broken all the way over to the other side of his face, and he finished the match. You know what I mean? Like, he finished the match. How do you finish the match when your nose is over here? How does that happen? Like, any boxer would have had the match stopped. A UFC match would have been stopped. The football player would have been taken out of the game. Basketball player, sit down and benched. You know, like, not wrestlers. Not wrestlers. They get hurt. And they just keep going. They just keep going. Unless it's like their leg is broken and they physically can't go. But they're out of their minds. Like, I don't even know. But, yeah, so to, kind of recap why I'm such a wrestling fan is entertainment. It's real, but it's scripted. It's theatrics. It's characters. It's drama. It's action. It's comedy. It's, it's sad. It's happy. It's, everything that you could possibly want. It's everything rolled in to one freaking awesome ball of love. That's what wrestling is. It's just love. Jeez. So yes, that is why I like wrestling, and I will defend it until I die. And if anybody got something to say, come see me. Peace.